How to know if Krishna has accepted the offering? And the answer is, ask the devotee who's taking the prasadam. Now, everybody always says, this is nice prasadam, right? But this is not, it doesn't mean to ask the flatterer, you know, but actually, who is really devotee, if he says, oh, this is nice prasadam, it is the proof that Krishna accepted the offering. Now, once, when Prabhupada came to Hyderabad, they brought the prasadam to him in the Sunday feast, and he then rang his bell. Mahamsa and I think Hansadutta jumped to the opportunity and went in Prabhupada's room, and Prabhupada is sitting in front of a plate of prasadam. There's what was cooked for him, and then there's what was for the feast. And Prabhupada said, what is this? Now, just prior to that, when Srila Prabhupada was coming, I stopped eating in the temple. I was a new sannyasi. I had a big argument with the authorities. I stopped eating. I was eating bananas and peanuts from outside, offering them in my room, because I told him, Krishna doesn't eat this stuff. I'm telling you, he's not eating this food. This is ridiculous. In a plate of rice, you have 35 rocks, a stick. It was terrible, you know, and I just said, this is not prasadam. And you're an offender, all this stuff. Is this whole thing, you puffed up young Swami. And so I just retreated in my room with bananas and peanuts. And I for 3 days I went on strike, and I wasn't taking the prasadam. It was a big argument. Then Srila Prabhupada was coming, everything was forgotten, and His Divine Grace came, and the world was transformed, and everybody was happy. And on the second day, Srila Prabhupada asked for the prasadam, and then, as I told you, they entered, and he said, what is this? And they said, oh, prasadam, that's the prasadam for the Sunday program, Prabhupada. He said, prasadam? This is not prasadam. This is garbage, he said. And then he said, Krishna is not a garbage disposal. And he didn't let up on this point. And we even, a few days later, we went to home of Bhogilal Patel. He's one of the richest men in India, and probably gets up there in the world too. I mean, he's a pretty rich guy. And he had a bungalow somewhere in Hyderabad, and we went there. And I remember Prabhupada sat at the head of the table right there, the long table. Bhogilal, I had a seat next to Bhogilal, and there was, sannyasis were around, and Prabhupada, Harisari was there. I don't remember if Prajuna was there, but I remember Hansadutta was there, different people. And everything was thick silver thalis, huge ones. The cups were like, they were weighted even when they were empty. I mean, it was very opulent. And Bhogilal, there was about 6 ladies. You could see them inside the kitchen, plus the household servants. I mean, they had cooked. And Prabhupada had eaten like more than anyone saw him eat in the temple. I mean, he was, as we would say, packing it away, you see. And towards the end of the meal, and then they're Gujarati, so the rice comes at the end and all the things. And at the end, and Prabhupada goes, big, huge belch. And Bhogilal looks at Prabhupada and said, oh, Prabhupada, you like prasadam? Because in the West, if you belch, your mother slap your face till you turn your head. But in India, when you belch at a meal, oh, that means satisfaction. So they said, Prabhupada, you like the prasadam? He said, yes, this prasadam is wonderful, but these boys eat garbage. And Bhogilal just like looking around, and I'm thinking, Prabhupada, it is absolutely right. Before you came, and then he said, before I came, he said, these boys eat garbage. And Bhogilal was just like looking at him. He doesn't know what's going on. And Prabhupada says, before I came, they simply ate garbage. And I was thinking, Prabhupada, you don't know the garbage we have eaten. And, you know, not just last week either. You know, and he said it again. Krishna is not a garbage disposal. So everything you put in front of him, he's not bound to eat. He's not tied by a ball and chain here. I can see that. But in any place, we say, Krishna is not, he's not confined here. If there is real devotion, if there is love, then he will accept the offering. Otherwise, he will not accept the offering. If it is polluted by our spirit of enjoyment, then that is not tasty to him. But if we have a certain level of, we're trying our best, and then what? Follow the order. You prepare it, you wash hands first, you don't talk when you cook, you do things, you don't let the children come up and taste it first, you do the thing according to the rule, and you do it, and you remain some sincerity in your heart, even you're not pure in every intent, Krishna will accept that. Actually, it is Prabhupada who accepts that, or your guru who accepts that. And then he asks Krishna, please accept this. And it goes like that. But if we are not sincere to try for purity and really try to please the Lord, then it may be rejected.